She blamed, "You made me hit you," during the argument. I said, "Tell that to the camera." When she saw the nanny cam had recorded everything including her unprovoked attack, the assault charges made her rethink. I, 32 male, installed nanny cams throughout my apartment 6 months ago. Not for any sinister reason. My cat Walter was having health issues and the vet suggested monitoring him while I was at work. Got a good deal on a 4-camera system during Black Friday. 2 weeks ago, those cameras saved my life. Maybe literally. My girlfriend Cassandra, 28, and I had been together 2 years. Recently moved in together. First few months were fine. Then little things started. She'd throw my phone when angry. Slam doors so hard pictures fell off walls. Once broke my coffee mug because I forgot to text her. I'd be 10 minutes late from work. I grew up in a household where breaking things in anger wasn't normal. Told her this wasn't okay. She'd cry, apologize, promise to work on her passion. Said I was lucky to have someone who cared so much. Classic, right? Thursday night, I came home to find she'd thrown out my gaming console. My brother gave it to me before he deployed overseas. I'd had it 8 years. "Where's my console?" "In the dumpster. You spent 3 hours on it yesterday instead of talking to me." "Cassandra, that was during your Real Housewives marathon. You literally shushed me when I tried to talk." "It's different. My shows help me decompress. Your games are childish escapism." I went to check the dumpster, already emptied, console gone forever. "You had no right to throw out my property. Our apartment. Everything here is ours. That's not how property law works." "Oh, now you're a lawyer? Maybe if you'd gone to law school like I wanted instead of staying in IT, we'd have a better life." I stayed calm. "I make $85K a year. You work part-time at your dad's company for experience, but sure, I'm the problem." That's when she snapped. Literally saw her face change. She grabbed the ceramic lamp from the side table and swung it at my head. I ducked. It shattered against the wall behind me. "You think you're so much better than me?" She grabbed another decorative item, a heavy glass paperweight. "Cassandra, stop. This is assault." "Assault? You made me do this. Your disrespect. Your gaming. Your refusal to commit. When are we getting married? When are you proposing? It's been 2 years. We just moved in together 3 months ago." She threw the paperweight. Hit me in the shoulder. Hard. I'd have a bruise for weeks. "You're too calm. Why aren't you fighting back? Fight for us." "I'm not going to hit you, Cassandra. Because you don't care. You've never cared. I do everything for this relationship. Like throwing away my belongings, like hitting me." That's when she really lost it. Ran at me, nails out, and raked them down my face. 4 deep scratches from temple to jaw, blood immediately. I pushed her away. Not hard, just enough to create distance. "You pushed me. You abuser. You pushed me. You just clawed my face open. You made me. This is your fault. You pushed me. I'll tell everyone you hit me." And that's when I said it. "Tell that to the camera." She froze. "What camera?" I pointed to the bookshelf. "The little nanny cam, disguised as a picture frame. Then to the one by the TV, the one in the kitchen, the one by the door." "You've been spying on me?" "They're for Walter, but they just caught you assaulting me. Twice." Her face went white, then red. Then she did something I didn't expect, smiled. "Doesn't matter. No one will believe you. Men don't get abused. I'll say you attacked me first, off camera. I was defending myself. Except the cameras show me walking in. They show the entire argument. They show you throwing things unprovoked. I'll delete them. They upload to the cloud automatically." She lunged for my phone. I stepped back, already pulling up the app. Blood still running down my face. "I'm calling the police." "You wouldn't dare. I'll ruin you. I'll tell everyone you're an abuser. My dad knows people. You'll lose your job. No one will hire you." "Okay." I hit dial. Update 1. The police arrived within 20 minutes. I waited outside, held a towel to my face. Cassandra locked herself in the bedroom, frantically calling people. 2 officers showed up. Older woman, Detective Morrison, and a younger guy, Officer Hensley. They saw my face and immediately asked what happened. "My girlfriend assaulted me. I have it on camera." They took pictures of my injuries. The scratches were deep, still bleeding. My shoulder was already purple from the paperweight. Ceramic shards everywhere, broken glass. "Where is she now?" "Locked in the bedroom." They knocked. She came out looking perfectly composed. She'd changed clothes, now wearing a tank top that showed old bruises on her arms I'd never seen before. Her makeup was smeared like she'd been crying. "Officers, thank God you're here. He attacked me. Look at my arms." Detective Morrison barely glanced at them. "Ma'am, we need to see the security footage." Cassandra's face fell. "What footage?" I pulled up the app, handed them my phone. All 4 cameras had perfect angles. The entire 22-minute incident in HD, audio included. They watched her throw the lamp, throw the paperweight, scratch my face, me backing away the entire time, hands up, staying calm. The push that was clearly self-defense. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for domestic assault." But he pushed me. After you physically attacked him multiple times, you have the right to remain silent. The meltdown was epic. She screamed I'd set her up, that I'd provoked her off camera earlier, that I'd been emotionally abusing her for months, that the cameras were illegal, that her father would sue everyone. As they cuffed her, she looked at me with pure hatred. "This isn't over. You have no idea who you're messing with. My family will destroy you." After they left, I sat in my blood-splattered apartment and felt numb. Called my brother overseas. He was furious about the console but glad I was safe. Told me to lawyer up immediately. Found Garrett Hoffman through my company's legal assistance program. He watched the footage and whistled. "This is the clearest case of domestic violence I've seen. She's going away for this. But her family has money. Doesn't matter. This footage, this is game over. But you need to prepare. People like this don't go quietly." He was right. Update 2. Cassandra made bail the next day. Her father, Theodore, owns several restaurant franchises. Old money family. They hired Reginald Blackstone, apparently the best defense attorney money could buy. The restraining order was immediate and comprehensive. She couldn't come within 500 feet of me, my workplace, or the apartment. Had 24 hours with police supervision to collect her belongings. But the smear campaign had already started. First, her mother Patricia called me. I didn't answer. The voicemail. "How dare you have our daughter arrested like some common criminal? You've destroyed her future. We know what really happened. Drop the charges now or face the consequences." I forwarded it to Garrett. He smiled. "Witness intimidation. Keep them coming." Then the social media post started. Not from Cassandra, she was smart enough to stay quiet. But her friends? Her sisters, her cousins? Different story. Some men can't handle strong women and resort to lies and manipulation, just as for Cassandra. When he can't control you anymore, so he sets you up. Narcissistic abuse. My best friend would never hurt anyone. He's the real abuser. Believe women. They were careful not to use my name, but everyone in our circle knew. My Instagram went private after the 15th death threat. Then came the really dirty tricks. My landlord called. Someone reported I was running an illegal surveillance operation in the apartment. Had to show him the cameras were only in common areas, all legal. He was understanding but warned me Cassandra's family was well connected. My boss pulled me aside. Someone sent an anonymous email saying I was filming female coworkers without consent. I'd had to do a full audit of my work computer. Found nothing, obviously. But the rumor spread. Some female coworkers started avoiding me. My car tires were slashed. Twice. Building security footage showed someone in a hoodie, face covered. Couldn't prove who. But the worst part, Cassandra was telling everyone I'd been abusing her for months. She started a blog, Surviving Covert Narcissism, My Story. Got hundreds of sympathetic comments. She described events that never happened, painted herself as a victim who finally fought back. Garrett told me to document everything but stay quiet. Let her dig her own grave. Court dates in 3 weeks. That's what matters. Then I got a call from my brother. He was being emergency deployed to a different location. Wanted to video chat before he left. We talked for 2 hours. He told me he was proud of me for standing up for myself, made me promise to see this through. That promise would be tested. Update 3. Theodore tried to buy me off. Showed up at my work parking garage. Big guy, expensive suit, 2 younger men with him who definitely weren't lawyers. "We need to talk about my daughter." "Sir, there's a restraining order. You can't be contacting me about her case." "I'm not here about the case. I'm here with a business proposition." Pulled out an envelope. 50,000 cash. "You drop the charges, say it was a misunderstanding. Everyone moves on." "No." 75,000. "No. You don't understand. My daughter's future is at stake. A conviction will ruin her nursing career before it starts." She should have thought about that before assaulting me. His face darkened. 100,000, final offer. Take it or things get very difficult for you. Is that a threat? It's reality. I know people. Judges, prosecutors, police commissioners. Your little video won't matter if the right people decide it doesn't. I pulled out my phone. Speaking of videos, his eyes widened as he realized I'd been recording. You little? I'd choose your next words carefully, sir. Bribing a witness is a felony. So is intimidation. He stepped back, pointed at me. You're making a mistake. We offered you a way out. Remember that. They left. I immediately sent the video to Garrett and filed a police report. Theodore was arrested that night for witness tampering and attempted bribery. His bail was set at $200K. The trial date arrived. I thought I was prepared. I wasn't. Cassandra showed up looking like a different person. Hair in a conservative bun, minimal makeup, modest dress, glasses I'd never seen her wear. The poor, innocent victim. Her lawyer Blackstone was good. Really good. Ladies and gentlemen, what you'll see today is video of a woman pushed to her breaking point by months of psychological torture. Yes, she lashed out, but like a cornered animal, she was defending herself against an abuser who had systematically isolated her, controlled her and gaslit her for 2 years. They brought character witnesses, friends who testified about how scared Cassandra always seemed, how I was controlling and jealous, how she'd lost weight from stress. They had a psychologist testify about reactive abuse, how victims sometimes snap after prolonged psychological abuse, how the absence of prior video evidence didn't mean abuse hadn't occurred. They showed texts taken out of context. Me asking her not to go out with certain friends became controlling behavior. Me expressing frustration about her not contributing to rent became financial abuse. But then it was our turn. Garrett systematically destroyed their narrative. The video spoke for itself. 22 minutes of me calmly trying to de-escalate while she attacked. No editing, no gaps, just truth. We had our own witnesses. My neighbors who heard her screaming at me through the walls for months. My coworker Bethany who saw her show up at work and cause scenes. The building security guard who'd had to escort her out multiple times. We showed her blog posts, dated before the incident, where she talked about training me to be a better boyfriend through consequences, where she bragged about throwing away my things to help him grow up. But the knockout blow was Theodore's bribery video. Showed consciousness of guilt, showed the family knew she was wrong and tried to cover it up. Cassandra took the stand, cried on cue, blamed everyone but herself, said I'd manipulated her into acting out, that I'd wanted this to happen so I could leave her. Prosecutor: so you're saying he made you throw a lamp at his head? He provoked me. How? By being so calm, by not fighting for our relationship. So his calmness made you violent? That's not. You're twisting my words. The jury deliberated for 2 hours. Final update, 3 months later. Guilty. Assault in the 2nd degree, domestic violence enhancement. The judge didn't buy the reactive abuse defense. Called it what it was, an entitled person who couldn't handle not getting their way. Cassandra got 12 months in jail, 9 suspended, 3 years probation, mandatory anger management, no contact order for 5 years, $5,000 in restitution for medical bills and property damage. She served 3 months. Got out early for good behavior. Theodore pled guilty to witness tampering, got probation and a $50,000 fine. His reputation in the business community tanked, lost 2 franchise locations. But here's the kicker. The nursing board rejected Cassandra's license application. Turns out, having a violent crime conviction makes it hard to work in healthcare. Who knew? Last I heard, she was working at one of Daddy's remaining restaurants, living at home. Still blogging about being a survivor, but her audience dwindled when court records became public. Her sisters still post passive-aggressive memes about karma and false victims, but no one takes them seriously anymore. Funny how video evidence does that. Me? I'm in therapy. PTSD is real, even for guys, especially when you realize you'd normalized being afraid in your own home. My therapist says I'm making progress. Moved to a new apartment, no cameras this time, don't need the reminder. Walter the cat is doing better. Turns out his health issues were stress-related. Wonder why. Started dating again last month. Very slowly, very carefully. She knows the story. Saw the video, it's public record now. First thing she said was, "I'm glad you're okay." My brother made it home safe, brought me a new gaming console from overseas. We play online every weekend now. Cassandra would hate that. Good. Sometimes I think about those cameras. $200 investment that saved my life. Without them, I'd be in jail right now. She'd have bruised herself up, called the cops, and that would have been it. Her word against mine. Who would believe the IT guy over the crying nursing student? The entitlement never stopped, even after jail. She sent a letter through her lawyer last week. Wants me to remove the court videos from public record because they're hindering her ability to move forward. Suggested I owed her that much after ruining her life. Garrett laughed for 5 straight minutes, sent back a one-word response, no. To anyone reading this in a similar situation, document everything. Don't minimize it. Don't excuse it. Violence is violence, regardless of gender. And for God's sake, if someone shows you who they are, believe them the first time. Those cameras saved my life, but leaving saved my soul.